Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Lara May, a clinical pharmacist specializing in functional medicine, as well as a certified yoga teacher and Reiki master. I run a truly integrative health coaching practice encompassing functional medicine lab testing, yoga and meditation, and a sprinkling of Reiki energy medicine. Join me here on Light Body Radio to break through your health plateau and come into alignment with your natural vitality. Hello and welcome to another episode of Light Body Radio. I'm your host, Dr. Lara May, and today I was inspired to bring through a message of body consciousness and body awareness. And I was inspired by this because I think we can glean and we can learn so much about our own well-being, whether it's mental or physical or even spiritual, really, by being aware and present within our bodies. And so the word consciousness really at its most basic meaning means sentient awareness of internal or external existence. And by paying attention to what's going on in our bodies, we can enhance our knowledge of our internal condition, our knowledge of what's going right, of what's not going so well, where we can improve our performance, how we can improve our performance, where we can place our attention. And we can also increase our pleasure of living, increase our health, increase our well-being. And so really just by paying closer attention, tuning in, we can have such a great effect on our health and wellness. There's so much talk about food, and you know me, I am a huge proponent and practitioner of food is medicine. So food, what we put into our bodies, is super important, but just the basic awareness can be so altering in a good way, life-changing, really changing the direction of our lives and our health. And so whether I meet you today at a place where you're happy and healthy and trucking along on that path, congratulations, that is amazing. Definitely celebrate that. Or maybe you're at a place where you know that you're stressed and run down, but you're really not doing anything about it. Totally fine too. Or maybe you are struggling with a diagnosis and you are looking for a way that doesn't include pharmaceuticals to really help yourself and to empower your own healing. And so body consciousness and body awareness, again, can have so much impact on so many facets of where and how we live our lives. So our body is our primary way of interacting with our world. You know, our five senses is really how we interact with our outside world. It gives structure to our mental life and our mental perceptions and our thoughts. So our bodies are a means to better self-understanding, and it is also an intuitive antenna. I love that. And that came from Marcia Emery, and she is the author of a book called The Intuitive Healer. And so she has a little blurb in her book that says, your body is an intuitive antenna. So with that in mind, being attuned to the wealth of messages that our body provides us can really point us in the right direction. It can guide us. It can sort of be maybe like a cautionary tale or an alert saying, don't do that, or yes, keep doing this. So there's a wealth of messages that our body is constantly providing us, and all we have to do is tune in. It's so simple. So we do this by our breath, our senses, which I spoke about, and movement. And so aspects of movement can be exercise, but specifically I want to bring the attention to slow movement and mindful movements and intentional movement. So things like yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, and also relaxation enhances our receptivity. So slowing down. So all of those types of movement I just listed are very slow. They're very intentional. They're very mindful. And yeah, I've been an athlete my whole life, so I'm definitely a proponent of high intensity training, interval training, whatever you love to do. I want you to get out there and do it at whatever intensity you feel called and pushed for and encouraged for. But at the same time, we need to have a balance with coming back to the slow, mindful, in-tuned and attuned movement. And so whether we are, again, on that path of healing a diagnosis, or maybe we're an athlete healing an injury, coming back and tuning into our bodies can really help not only heal the injury or heal the illness, but also prevent further injury and prevent further illness. So our bodies speak to us in a variety of ways. And for today's purpose, I really just want to focus on the absolute most simple basics. So with that being said, the more connected we are with our bodies, the more connected we are going to be with our health and well-being. And so to be alive is to be aware, is it not? So let's bring our awareness into our bodies today. Most of us don't even think about our bodies until we are sick or in pain. We are so consumed with our outside worlds, and I would say especially today in these crazy times that we're living through, that until we're faced with an injury or sickness or even the possibility of death, we don't even give our vehicles, our bodies, a second thought. We live on autopilot. And maybe not so much since COVID has unfolded into our world, but definitely before COVID, we were definitely trucking along, doing our thing, going to work, waking up, going to work, coming home, maybe exercising, dealing with the kids, whatever your daily routine was, going to sleep and doing it all over again. And so I would say that maybe one of the silver linings of COVID is that it's forced us to all slow down and reevaluate. And I'm a healthcare worker, and I would say even those healthcare workers that are still working full time, I can say from my own perspective and from my friends that are nurses and physicians that I work with and that work in other facilities as well, it's really forced us all to reevaluate what we do with our day, how we do it, and at what pace. Because let's say even as a healthcare worker in the job on your day, in your daily duties, if you're in a COVID unit or, in the ER dealing with a possible rule out COVID patient, then you're like mindfully putting on your PPE, in the correct order and taking it off in the correct order so as not to contaminate yourself, your work environment, those that you work with. So it's interesting that it's brought a level of mindfulness into our lives, whether we wanted it to be there or not. Now it's here. We cannot deny that we are inextricably linked with our bodies, and that's as far as we go most times. We acknowledge that we are a physical body, that we're in a physical body in a physical world. But again, we're so distracted with the news, with our children, our families, our spouses, our lovers, whatever is going on around us, our work, our lack of work, that I think a lot of us forget to stop and tune in and listen to what our bodies are trying to tell us. To maintain a healthy life, a happy life, a thriving life, we need to cultivate our mind-body-spirit connection. And we do this with mindfulness. And mindfulness connects our minds with our bodies. That is the essential definition of mindfulness. So that connection of mind with body. And we can bring this into things as simple as walking or sitting. So right now, wherever you are you in the car? Are you on the train? Are you at home? Whatever you're doing. Are you sitting? Are you standing? Are you walking? How is your posture? What is the pace and the nature of your breath at this exact moment right now? Is it shallow? Is it slow? Is it deep? Is it fast? Are you panting? Are you hyperventilating? Hopefully not. But so where do you feel tension in your body? In your neck, in your shoulders? Do you have an injury that you're nursing or healing from? Is there pain, tightness, tension in that spot? So these simple questions and pondering, that is mindfulness. So it doesn't have to be this out of reach, esoteric thing that happens in an ashram or a retreat or high up in a mountain all by yourself somewhere. I mean, it can be all of those things, absolutely, but it doesn't have to be. It can be just you choosing to stop and choose awareness and choose intention in every single moment in as little as 60 seconds, 5 minutes, whatever it is. So today I want to take you through a mindfulness exercise. So if you are not at home or in a place where you can get comfortable and quiet and still for a few minutes, then I will catch you next week or pause and come back to this because this exercise does require that you get still and quiet. So come to a seat, or if you so choose, you can lie down, whatever's most comfortable, where you can relax. And breathe easily. Let's take a big deep breath in through your nose. And just sigh it out. Take another big deep breath in. And sigh it out. Take another big deep breath in through your nose. Feel your belly expand. Feel your rib cage expand. Feel it all the way up into your heart space. And then just blow it out. Sigh it out. Let it all go. And now for the rest of this exercise, just breathe easily and deeply. Feel the nature of the breath come through your nostrils. What does that feel like? Is it cool when it comes in? And warm when it comes out? Follow the current of air as it comes through your nose. Be aware of the areas in your body that are being touched by this breath of life. On your next inhale in, hold the air in at the top of your breath and note how you feel with this slight pause, and then let it out, feeling your body relax as you release the breath. Again, as you inhale, let the air come together from various parts of your body to unite in a large current as you exhale through your nose or your mouth. Imagine that you are exhaling all of the accumulated tension of your being. On the next inhale, curl your toes as tightly as you can while holding your breath. And exhale, relax your toes and your feet. Again, inhale, curl your toes tightly. Bring tension to your whole foot. And exhale. Release it all. Relax your toes, relax your feet. Notice the difference that you feel between the tension, the tightness, and the release, the relaxation. On your next inhale, tighten your legs. Tighten your whole legs. Maybe you can extend them straight out and squeeze, hold for a moment. And then exhale, relax, let it all go. Again, inhale, tighten your whole leg, both legs. And exhale, let it all go. Feel that relaxation. Feel the blood rush through your legs as you relax. Feel what it's like to feel that oxygenated blood through your muscles. The release of the tension. On your next inhale, tighten your stomach and your buttocks. Hold. And then exhale, let these muscles relax. Feel the full weight of your body release into your chair, onto the floor, your bed, wherever you are. Feel the back of your buttocks on the bottom of supporting you. Now again, inhale, tighten everything up, tighten your stomach and your buttocks. And release. Feel that relaxation. Feel it all letting go. Feel the earth supporting you wherever you are. Now on your next inhale, make a fist with both hands and tighten the muscles in your arms. And hold for a minute. A moment, not a full minute. And then exhale as you relax. Release the tension in your arms, release your fists. Maybe you want to wiggle your fingers or circle your wrists. Feel if there's popping or releasing. And again, inhale, tighten your fists and your arms. Hold. And exhale, relax it all, let it all go. On the next inhale, tighten your shoulders and your neck muscles. Maybe bring your shoulders up to your ears. Feel that clenching. And then exhale, release. If you brought your shoulders up to your ears, let it all go. Feel that space that you've created with the relaxation. Again, inhale, tighten your shoulders and your neck muscles in whichever way feels natural to you. And release. Feel the space. Feel the relaxation. Feel the release. Inhale again, tightening all the muscles in your face, clenching your teeth, furrowing your brow, maybe making an angry face with your eyes closed. And then exhale as you let your face relax. Feel the tension fall away from your eye sockets. Feel your forehead relax. Feel your jaw relax. Inhale, tighten your face again, clench your jaw, furrow your brow. Work those wrinkle muscles. And release, let it all go. Feel the tension release, feel your skin smooth out. Unclench your jaw. Now, one more big deep breath in. Hold at the top and exhale. And with your eyes closed now, just take note of how your body feels. What do you notice? Do you still notice some tension hanging out? Maybe around the base of your neck. Maybe in your forearms from typing, from being in that seated desk position. Maybe it's in your low back. Where do you feel the tension still? bring your awareness to those spots. And inhale again. And just release, let it all go. Allow your body to release what it is still holding on to. Notice which parts of your body feel totally relaxed and totally at peace. Imagine spreading that relaxation out like warm water to the other parts of your body that might still feel tense. Did you notice that it was harder to release tension in some parts of your body than others? Or that maybe you held some resistance to releasing the tension? When you are ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe bring your attention back into your body if you left it for a few minutes. And if you have a piece of paper and a pencil or pen or a journal close, maybe jot down what came up for you during this short little exercise. Maybe there were some flashes of creativity that came through in the stillness. Jot those things down. Maybe there were things on your to-do list that came up. You can jot those things down too, but really focus on what you felt in your body. Where you felt good, where you wanted to bring more peace, where it was hard to release tension and thoughts. And I encourage you to come back to this practice. A lot of times, this practice can be used before bed because it is such a good relaxation practice. This is also used in practices like Yoga Nidra, which is called yogic sleep. So I do encourage you to repeat this as often as possible. Take your journal and jot down what comes up for you. And again, this is all about self-discovery. It's about making that connection with your mind and your body. Because the more intimate that connection is, the more fluid the communication will be. So you can figure out what's going on in your system before it becomes something that needs to be addressed by a physician maybe. You can head things off at the pass. You can introduce solutions into your life in a more proactive and healthy and safe way. You'll find that peace and contentment are more achievable and more frequently present. So many benefits to think about. When you're ready, if you haven't already, open your eyes to the room. And I would like to thank you today for taking the time to just ponder self-awareness, body-mind connection, because it is so integral to our existence, but it is something that is really easy to lose sight of in our busy Western lives. So again, I encourage you to infuse some mindfulness into your daily practice, into your daily lives, even if it's just for a little bit. This exercise I took you through today was about 15 minutes, so it's not really even that long. But even if that's too much for you to spare, if you're on a walk with your dogs or your kids, then you can even infuse the mindfulness into that practice. You can notice how your feet feel when they touch the ground, how your body feels as it makes each stride, how the sun feels on your skin. All of these things when you're out and about, just take time to notice, to shift your attention inward, but also just to your body. So it doesn't even have to be like to the core, deep soul level. It can just be, oh, how does the breeze feel on my arms, on my skin, on my legs right now? Maybe as I'm riding my bike down the road or through the woods, or maybe, noticing the laughter of your children if you're on a walk or at a play area with them. So just little things. That's the essence of mindfulness. So again, thank you for taking the time to hang out with me for a little bit. And I look forward to meeting you right here next week. Again, I always encourage feedback. I'd love to hear your thoughts, experiences. I have set up a Patreon account. If you guys want more and something more in depth, then I'm adding bonuses, bonus meditations, bonus readings, bonus PDFs, handouts, guides. There's so much. For each episode, I add a bonus. And there's different levels too. So head over to patreon.com/Dr. Lara May and check that out. And let's see, what else? I have a co-teaching class that I'm coming up with my coach, Ann Deidre, coming up soon. And she and I are going to be teaching all about how to start a spiritual business. Or if you started one and you're stuck, how to get unstuck and really thrive and grow. And so it's really fun, and I'm excited about that. And so if you are on my email list, there'll be more coming out about that through the email. And if you're not on my email list, you can definitely head on over to my website at drlaramay.com and just throw your email in any of the opt-ins. And I am not an email overload person, so you get an email every week to notify you of the new podcast. You get an email every other week to notify you of the new blog. And then if I have anything extra happening, you get an email about that. So not very much. It's not email overload or inbox torture. So, okay, great. Thank you guys. And again, I look forward to talking to you next week.